So last days were pretty busy with work, traveling, and so on, and it was difficult to record and prepare something. But here it is. We are still on the fourth season. We are still discussing relationships, and all the subject here is love affairs, no? And one of the things that concerns me when I watch the material available on the internet is the concept of objectification. And there is all this discussion on YouTube and on the internet about objectification and the fact that you see the other person just by physical appearance. You are just interested in looks, in how the person looks like, and so on, and you are not interested in the content. Well, yes, that is one level of objectification, is the one that is on the surface, the one that is superficial. It counts, it is important. I know it's not the best way of approaching someone, even though physical appearance, it is important. But there are other levels, more subtle, more discreet, almost invisible, but that make you objectify someone. Whenever you hear someone saying, for example, I'm looking for a plus one in my life, or whenever you listen to someone who is looking for a relationship and says, I have my life is what matters, and I'm just looking for someone to complement it, to add to it. Well, when you are saying that, it might not be clear for you, but what you are saying is that the person that would come into your life, that would come into your existence to build something with you or to have a relationship with you, is just like an adjective to a noun, so to say it. It is just something that is coming to decorate what is already there. When you say that without knowing, you are objectifying the person. When you say that without knowing, you are saying, I see the person that is going to build a relationship with me and that is going to be part of my life as inferior, as something that is not so relevant, as something that is just another little thing among the very important things that I have in my life. Well, if you plan on having any healthy, long-term, solid relationships, I urge you to reconsider that perspective. I invite you to think of what you really want from a relationship and for your future, and consider carefully if having someone in a long-term relationship, it is really what you want for your life. It is really what you think is going to be beneficial to you, to the other person, what you both are going to be building together. Because in my way, maybe you will say it's a still romantic way of seeing relationships, I don't want to start something with someone and see this person as an inferior, see this person as just an adjective to my life, just a little compliment to what I already have. If I'm going to build something solid, long-term, that I really want to last and that I really want to have a meaning in my life, this person cannot be that little, that insignificant, that unimportant. We have to be at the same level, building ourselves together, growing up together, and using the relationship without any bad use of the word here, using the relationship to both of us grow and become better people. When it comes to dating, to having something with someone, with considering the possibility of creating a life with someone, you have to know that someone in your life is not only impacting your life, you are also impacting the other person's life. No, it's a two-way thing. If you only think from the perspective of my life is what matters, what I do is what matters, and this person should just come and add a little bit to it, without knowing, you are objectifying the person. Without knowing, you are having a behavior that goes beyond selfishness and egocentrism, or maybe even narcissism. It is just despising what the other person can mean in your life, despising what the other person could do for you and what you could do for the other person. We are living in times, unfortunately, where people are not only extremely afraid of falling in love, because they are afraid of getting hurt. It's more than afraid than fear of falling in love. They fear getting hurt, so they want to avoid falling in love. They want to avoid liking or loving someone. They want to avoid real, true, deep bonds because they are afraid of what's going to happen next. That is a conversation for another video, which is already something really bad, because you are already going to start badly when you start a relationship with that mindset. But I want to take this perspective to explain to you what is happening. This fear is making people consider to fall in love or to have a relationship almost as something old-fashioned, weird, that doesn't fit anymore to the recent times, even a weakness. People are considering now to be in love with someone, to like someone else, as a weakness. You fell for that person, as a synonym, as an image of falling, of decaying. And when we go back, for example, to the ancient Greeks, we are going to notice that not only philia, but also eros were extremely strong bonds, were things that would make people stronger, were things that would unite people in a way that nothing else could unite them, were things that even according to certain philosophers and classical literature authors, would make you even become stronger, would transform you somehow in a poet, and you would see life with more bright, in a more artistic way, in a more enthusiastic way. And nowadays, what most of people think is that falling in love, having a serious, long-term not necessarily means serious, a serious relationship of compromise, of friendship, of loyalty, of intense sexual life and so on, would mean a weakness, a waste of time. You are not investing in yourself. That's what I hear the most, I think, when I watch these videos. Investing in yourself, becoming the best version of yourself. And then I ask you, what are you going to bring to the grave when you die? What will be your memories and the things to cheer and to think of when you are 80 years old, 75, 85 years old? Because most likely you will get there. If all you will have to remember was, I closed that deal, I made that amount of money, I amassed that amount of cars, that amount of properties, I conquered this and that materially, financially, I'm not going to say it's wrong. I'm not here to tell you that there is anything wrong or right. I'm just wondering if that is going to be what will really feed your soul, what will really be fulfilling, what you will really be proud of, happy to remember, happy to recollect in your memories. Don't think, please, that I'm telling you to go to the opposite side and just think about love, romantic relationships, and fail at your life and become miserable and poor and not paying the bills. I'm definitely not saying that. But what I am telling you is that if you want to have a relationship and if you want to build something with someone, you should really consider if this means a lot to you, if this is a big deal for you, and if you are willing to really build up something with this someone and be as important to this person as this person is going to be to you. Offer as much to this person in terms of helping the person move up as this person can offer you. And if your answer is no, then just keep building yourself up. Just keep becoming the best version of yourself. Just keep amassing money and collecting properties and so on. As I said, there is nothing wrong with that. It's just not my perspective of life. It's just not what I want for life. And I can tell you, I've been on the side where you have a lot in these terms. And it is okay. It brings you some tranquility. It brings you this sensation of life is guaranteed, so to say. I'm never going to have big problems. But if you have something else inside of yourself, this something else will be telling you, I'm hungry for something more. I want a little more than just money and material possessions. And love, friendships, and building real, strong, serious, long-term bonds with people are one of the beautiful things that you can conquer in life, and that can bring you a lot. A real partner, someone who really partners with you, can even save your life. Think of it.